Hey guys,
It's Dana,
and Evangeline.
and today we did a back to school makeup starter kit and tutorial. It's especially good for like younger girls who are just starting off with makeup, like middle schoolers. So we all go through that phase of bad makeup.
Yeah, don't be one of those girls. We're here to save you.
Don't start off with black eyeliner, kids. It's not good. So for this makeup starter kit, I suggest you store it in like a little box or a little like makeup bag to travel with. Got this one at Target. And so first thing in our kit,
Oh, you got Bath and Body Works.
I swear I got it at Target.
It says Bath and Body Works.
Okay, well, I guess I got it there then. But so I think when you're first starting out with makeup, you don't need a foundation. So I would suggest a tinted moisturizer. And I like this one by CoverGirl because it's cheap and very affordable. And it's really good and has SPF, so it will protect your skin. So, and then you don't get that like cake face with foundation. And it's better because it matches your color more. So you're more guaranteed to have a better looking face. And then, being teenagers, and at that time of the month, we all get acne, and it sucks. So I suggest you get a concealer, and also for under eye circles, you can get a concealer, or you could use one of them to double up. But I suggest getting two, and one for under your eyes to brighten up your look, and one to cover those acne or red spots or any imperfections. And these are both by one's by Maybelline, and it's the 24 Super Stay thing. The other one's by CoverGirl, and it's Fresh Face, Fresh Complexion. And I both like these. They're both very affordable. I think this is like $5. This is probably like $3, so these are very good. Next, not everyone needs this, but I do because I get very oily skin, and it just sets my foundation all day. So if you don't need this, don't get it, but
Only if you have oily skin.
oily skin, even if you don't. Or you could use like a powder for a foundation if you don't want to use a liquid. So this one is just by Rimmel London, and it's in 003 Natural. And I like this. This is like $2, and I use it every day. And I love it. So yeah, it's good. And then for eyes, I don't suggest starting out with eyeliner because it just looks too harsh and you don't look as like young and
Eyeliner is an art.
exactly. You gotta.
It takes practice.
Yeah, I've been through the raccoon phase.
I think everyone has.
So this one is an eyeshadow quad by NYC, and it's for individual eyes. So I have mine for brown eyes, and I like this one because it's cheap. It was like $5 at the most, so not much. And it comes with a primer and a highlighter. So that's two things you don't need to buy, which is good. And the primer works pretty well. I mean, if you don't want to buy one with a primer in it, you could just double it up as your concealer on your eye to hold your shadow. So, yeah, and I like these because they have a highlighter, a lid, a crease, and just a fun color. So, you could wear them however you want and mix up your look. So, yeah. And then next, I would suggest getting an eyelash curler, and this is one from CoverGirl. I like this one a lot. I use it all the time. But if you don't need an eyelash curler, don't get it. I need one because I need to curl up my lashes, but yeah. If you don't need one, it's not worth your money, I don't feel like.
I don't use one.
Yeah, she doesn't use one. But I like my lashes more up there, so woo! That's why I use it. And then you're going to want a mascara, and this one's Organic Wear by Physicians Formula. And this is more on the expensive side of drugstore, but I mean, I can't really recommend mascara for everyone because everyone has different preferences, but there's amazing ones out there at the drugstore, so any mascara really. I mean, yeah. You have a favorite mascara at the drugstore?
I should go grab it. Just keep going.
Alright, so yeah, I really like One by One and all the falsies, so any one of those. And then next, to make you look a little happier and brighter during the day, I suggest a blush, and I suggest a light blush, a very light blush. This one is by e.l.f. It's from the Studio line, $3, super cheap, and I love it because it copies NARS packaging. I really like NARS. This one's in the color Tickled Pink, and it's very pretty. And I feel like this could also work on darker skin tones just to give a little flush of color and all that. So yeah. And you could build this up for night too. And I feel like you only need one blush to start out with, because I didn't start getting into blushes till I started like being obsessed with makeup, so I used the same blush for a while.
This is my favorite mascara. It's Great Lash by Maybelline. I think this is the blackest black.
And I also suggest you start out with like a brown if you have blonde hair.
If you have blonde hair, never use black unless you're really trying to highlight your eyes or go for that kind of look. Just because it sometimes makes your eyes look too dark and heavy. I mean,
especially when you're starting out in middle school, it's better to go natural. And then for lips, I was thinking like I didn't start wearing lipstick till like
this year.
This year, kind of, yeah. So I mean, I did not wear lipstick in middle school really. So I did just get a nice gloss. I would suggest getting any one. This one is by Sephora, which isn't drugstore, but I mean, it was only like $6 or $7. And I suggest these because they go on pretty clear, and it's just like gives you a lot of product too. So I feel like it's worth it.
And you can also go to Sally's, and they usually have like dollar lip gloss, things like that. So it's pretty easy to get that.
Okay, so how to apply your makeup, like what to apply it with. I suggest you get a couple brushes because I feel like it makes it look so much better, and it's just really worth your investment. But you could also totally use the sponge applicators. I mean, I used those for a while when I started out for eyeshadow. So for your face, if you do use a powder or a blush, either one, I would suggest getting a powder blush. And this one is by e.l.f. It's just in their normal line. It's $1. And I use this a lot. And you can double it up as a blush by just kind of pinching it or going like that, or just using it full, just being very careful. I feel like you don't need to buy both when you're starting out because you can use it as both. Lovely. And then for eyes, I would suggest around 3 brushes is pretty good. And they do sell them at e.l.f., which I do have, but I'm not a big fan of the e.l.f. eye brushes because a lot of time they shed hair. And it's very frustrating for me when that happens, so I don't particularly use them, but they do work great for $1. So these are by Sonia Kashuk, and these are definitely very good brushes, and they don't shed, and they're like $4 to $5, and they're really good. And I suggest a flat, fluffy one for all over your eye and your highlight crease. You could also just stick with this brush, I think, if you just went in the crease too. And then more of a fluffy, more tapered brush to really get that blend and the V, you know. And then this one's more optional, I feel like, but just a liner brush. And this could also be used really to pack on color, but I mean, I don't feel like they need that now.
Yeah, that kind of comes later. But liner brushes are really nice. I mean, you can also use the tips of these.
Yeah. But
liner brushes are still nice to have.
To make that, I use like the eyeshadow to make a liner. I feel like if you're going to do a liner, you should use your shadow. You can wet the brush to make it more opaque. This one's by Flirt. It came in a pack and it was affordable. So yeah. That's all that is in our makeup starter kit, and this is what I suggest you guys start out with makeup. So yeah. Hey guys, so for our starter kit, so for this makeup starter kit,
start over. No.
Have a nice day.